Hello my producers, and welcome now to Shout Out Wednesday. Post a comment or ask a question at soulgarden.tv in the Taurus viewing room. I'll do my best to shout back our answer 1 week later. Well, looks like it is cloudy and rather spaced out today and tomorrow for the Tauri. The moon has moved into Capricorn, so you should be feeling rather grounded. When the moon's in the earth signs can kind of kick back and relax a little bit. Remember what earth signs care about most? Stability. They call us stubborn, but really we're stable. But with the moon in Capricorn, it is your monthly visit where you do some processing of what you believe in, what you feel you believe in, and why. It's the philosophical transit of the month. It's kind of when we stare out the back of the couch and just look into space and start to think about emails we've had or conversations we've had in the last month and how we felt about that stuff. So it's a learning transit, frankly. And in the next 24 hours, the moon crosses over Pluto, which is an opportunity to let go of emotional attachment you have to some certain belief, okay? And this is good. This is the universe making room for new awareness. Pluto tells us where we're going to die and be reborn in our life. So for Tauruses, you're going to die and be reborn when it comes to all of your wisdom and knowledge and belief structure in the next 16 years. Kind of hard to believe because we're know-it-alls, right? Well, you can't have new knowledge come in unless you let old emotional attachment to old knowledge go. So, for instance, maybe you were raised just feeling like one day Ronald McDonald would be king, and you just believe that that's going to be the case. That Ronald McDonald's going to be king, you just feel it, you're attached to it, and then you grow up and sure enough, doesn't happen, and that's a disappointment, but still, you're still attached to that idea. Well, Taurus, let go of those emotional attachments. I know that's a bizarre example, but when it comes to belief structures, you have to do the work yourself. I can only tell you this is the transit, this is how it's working. Now, zipping around in the Sun in Aries, it's a meditation vibration day. This is chapter 3 now of Sun in Aries. Neptune is ruling the day. That means today is the best day to meditate, or one of the 3 best days to meditate in the calendar or lunar month. And today we also have a new episode out with Julie Zipper's Meditation Vibration, which I really recommend you Tauruses watch, because this is the transit where you're pulling weeds in your soul garden, and sometimes it's really difficult to get to the bottom of your weed or the roots of your weed without logging into your higher self and asking your guides, hey, what do you see down there? So this is also a transit where if you do some meditation, you ask some deep questions, I find that you will get the answer, especially in dreams. So if nothing else, write it down on a piece of paper, go to bed. That is the easiest way to meditate. Then finally, for our shout out goes to one of my favorite Tauruses, Cricket, who's a total sweetheart, by the way, total Taurus sweetheart, who asked the question, what are weak spots in the chart? When you're looking at a natal chart, what is a weak spot? How do you know there's a weak spot there? Excellent question, Cricket. Well, one weak spot is the obvious one. Wherever Pluto is in your natal chart, that's a part of your awareness that in this lifetime, you completely have to redo it. It's a total redo. And we all have one of those. We all have a spot where Pluto is, so that we're just spiritually stupid and we've got to just do it all over. Saturn is kind of a tough spot too, but Saturn points out where you have to take maturity and responsibility for something. So you can dodge that if you want. Another sensitive spot, I think, is the 12th house. Whenever we have karmic weeds in our soul garden, that's really sensitive because it's not just this lifetime, it's every lifetime. And the very last weak spot that I'll point out is your lunar eclipse. This is a whole new thing in astrology that us modern astrologers are using, are lunar and solar eclipses. There's a lot of ways you could find out, but there was a lunar eclipse sometime when you were in your mother's womb, and that lunar eclipse represents where you're kind of weak, and it's a soft spot. And every time a planet crosses over that, you're going to have a little bit of trouble. Hope that answers your question, Cricket. That's all I have for today's Shout Out Wednesday. See you folks tomorrow with more. Live, love, be.